Hey guys, just wanted to kind of show you what I'll be installing on the machine today and kind of take a look at it. I got some skid plates, but anyway, I prefer aluminum skid plates. That's just what I prefer. So I'm gonna let the skid plate, the stock skid plate that's on my machine, kind of ride for now. It's not a very good skid plate. It's real thin. It's probably not going to last very long, banging it on rocks. So I thought I'd start with the A-arm guards since I don't have A-arm guards at all. So I'm going to put the A-arm guards on, and then later when I need a new skid plate, I will replace the skid plate with the with this same company. I just wished I knew what that company was off the top of my head. It's got to be something in here that tells you who they are. I just looked at so many. My brain is fried. I don't remember for sure who they were. Okay, so here's the rear. These are the rears right here. Really pretty thick. Definitely like those better than the Can-Am version. Let me tell you something about the Can-Am skid plates, the factory Can-Am skid plates that are aluminum. For those of you out there that are thinking about those, they looked pretty good. Like you take them out of the package and they look pretty good, but the aluminum was really soft. I found that they weren't holding up as well as I would like on rocky trails. So that's my 2 cents on the Can-Am factory ones. That's why I did not even look to see if Can-Am even makes these for my machine. There we go. There's the stickers. Okay, so these are Ricochet skid plates, and I'm going to also use their full underbelly skid plate when I get there. So stay tuned. Let me get all of this squared away and get some tools out, and we'll get going. Broken skull, by the way. Okay, so I always get asked. Cold steel, broken skull, one of my favorites. Love it. S35EN blade. If you're into knives, that's one of the ones I carry most often. And I also, let's see, what else am I carrying today? Just out of curiosity, the Victorinox Spirit. That's what I'm carrying today. That'll be helping me do this job, I'm sure, a time or two. All right, well, let's get ready and get ready to film this and get ready to install these. All right, guys, I have installed one of the rear skid plates already. There was a little bit, I didn't film it because there was a little bit of, I wasn't really sure how it went on kind of thing going on. I didn't want to put you guys through all that nonsense. So after getting one on and figuring it all out, it's really easy to get on. You can see I didn't even take off the tires or anything. I mean, I just left the tires on, jacked it up a little bit to give me more room under here. And yeah, so let's film the next one going on as best I can. I'm by myself, so I'm going to do the best I can with this. But basically, take the skid plate and it goes on with this small part back here. This small piece right here is the shock guard, so it gives you kind of an idea of which way to orientate it. And the instructions say to drop some oil into these screws, into these bolts. And I didn't understand why we would be doing that, because they're supposed to be locking nuts. But then I realized why you put oil in them. And it's because as you tighten these up and you get to the other end, it gets super tight. It gets super hard to turn. So that's why you put a little oil on these, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm just going to drop a little oil. So basically, man, I hope you guys are going to be able to see some of this. I won't know until I get to editing, but basically it just kind of fits on here, and you just kind of wiggle it around until you get it to go over the arm, and it just kind of sits like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. And oh boy, I'm hitting the camera. And by doing the other one myself, I know now which one is the easiest one to get on there to kind of hold it in place. And I think it's this one, because it can't go back, or it can't go either direction. So basically you just have to kind of hold it and put the screw in for the nut. And you know, clearly not easy to do. But I mean, if I had somebody to hold this, somebody that said they were going to help me today, if that somebody were actually here, that would be a lot easier to get these on, and a lot faster too. But it is what it is. I could use an air ratchet to put these on real fast, but I'm not going to, because it makes a lot of noise in the video. So I don't even know if this is going to work, but yeah. But basically I'm just going to cinch these down. You know, as you can see, you can, you know, you can do it alone, no problem. If, you know, your buddy bails on you like mine did. Which, I mean, if you got experience just, you know, anywhere similar to mine, that seems to be more often than not. So yeah, so you just tighten these up, and as the bolt kind of goes through the clamp and gets through the nutaways, it starts getting really hard to turn, and that's the reason for the oil. And I just kind of cinched it up. There's nothing in the instructions about how tight to make them or anything like that, so I'm just kind of snugging them up. I think that's all that's kind of required. And I'm sorry if you guys cannot see anything I'm doing. Yesterday it was super cold, and then today it's warm. I mean, that's typical Arizona weather, man. You just never know what it's going to do. You know, it's winter in the morning, summer in the afternoon, and then back to cold, and then you're just like, well, dress for the occasion. You know, it's kind of hard to figure out what to wear and how it's going to pan out. But anyway, this is a lot easier to install than I expected. I think I was expecting it to be more involved than this, just by reading what was on the website. And see, that's it. That's all there is to, you know, getting that on. You know, it's I mean, well, you're gonna sure know when you hit that, huh? All right, guys, I'm back, and let's see here, like the rear, I put one side on just so I could kind of figure out how to do it, and you guys didn't have to struggle along with that with me. So now that I know how to do it, I can kind of give you an idea. I mean, I've only done one, but it should be better than nothing. Get this wheel off. But anyway, the fronts are harder than the rear for two reasons. one of them I couldn't practically get the front ones on without taking off the tire, and this guard right here is a bitch to get off for some reason. Can-Am, they just love rivets, man. I don't know why Can-Am just can't get enough of rivets, but I, for one, am not a big fan, and I don't think anybody is. So I don't know why they keep, riveting things on. It's a real pain. And the drill bit broke off inside the rivet and made it impossible to get out. So now it's just spinning on this side. Yeah, if it wasn't for this problem right here, I mean, there's well, that's probably not working great. I wonder if I can hold the back side of this. Okay, well that worked. And you can kind of see I'm not like super crazy about taking a drill near these rubber boots, but okay, now we're spinning. Can't find anything to grab a hold of here. Gotta be careful not to jam up this. Okay, well, that went a lot smoother than the other side, that's for sure. So you don't have to do this, but I'm just kind of bothered by it, so I'm just going to pop these out if possible. I should leave well enough alone, but I can't. There we go. Got those damn rivets out of there. And like I said, you probably don't need to pop them completely out like I did. If they don't bother you, then I wouldn't worry about it. But they bothered me. So now that you have that that stock guard off, now it's just a matter of getting the new A-arm guards on. Big side goes in front like that. And I just kind of used the back side of the A-arm to kind of guide where it needed to go. And I just put one clamp down like this and kind of hold it with my thumb. And just gonna get it started in there so it holds the A-arm in place. And this next one is a lot easier to get in than the back one, but it's got to go in, so might as well put it in now. Okay. Okay, got that one in. Started anyway, I mean. And then this front one up here should be a lot easier to get in since we have it partially held. But this is the one that's the hardest to get to. And you got to kind of hold two things at one time with one set of hands. So, yeah, good times. So that buddy of mine messaged me finally, said that he overslept. I guess that would be pretty drastically overslept. And whoops. And yeah, so I was just like, yeah, don't worry about it. Practically have it done now, right? Okay, that pretty well holds that in place. I might have got it just a little too tight, but it doesn't look like it. Does not look like I did get it too tight. I'm just kind of squaring it up here. It is a little too far back for my anal retentive self, so okay. So now we have that in place. Now we can start tightening up the other two. Can't tell if that's all the way on there or not. So oh shit, that just spun right off of there, didn't it? So great. Okay, it won't be spinning off of there now. So let's tighten them up by hand here and check all the clearances. We look good. We look good in all areas here. It'll be fine. And then we'll get this tightened up. Okay, so that's pretty tight, and now that's on there. So that's all there is to it, really. That thing's on there, and you can kind of see how I just kind of used this as a guide. This back part of the A-arm, that's what I used as a guide to line it up. I just kind of pushed it to where it fits snug in this groove, and that seems to work pretty good. So yeah, that's what it looks like from the front, man. We'll give them a go, and we'll be talking about them as we use them. They look like they're tough as nails to me, so I think they're going to work out real good. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps somebody. These are the A-arm guards that I chose, and I just prefer aluminum because I live in Arizona, and I know that aluminum does real well on the rocks. It's what I've always used. I've never used any of those plastic skid plates, so I just prefer to use what I know. So that's what I did. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. That's what keeps the YouTube algorithm going, you know. So we'll catch you on the next one. On that end.